Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? It's Monday. It's Unfiltered Monday. What's it, October 28th? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 28th. Week 9, just about in the books, other than tonight's Giants-Steelers game, which should be an embarrassment for my boys, because my boys suck. But it is what it is. Now, I haven't done this this year at all, takeaways from the week, and, like I said, the Unfiltered, this feed is more so for me. Like I said, it's for me to vent, stuff that I can't do on the Respect podcast, because that's more structure and guests and, professional, and at least I try to be anyway. My guy Chris, I just said hi to him real quick. But I'm gonna try to do these every week if I can, man. React to the week at large, because I don't. Like I said, I don't want to cut the other feed with that stuff, so I'll just do it on this feed. So there's a couple of takeaways from this week 9 in the NFL. So I'm actually going away to work right now. Let me get my notes out here first and see what I want to talk about. Yeah. Yo, so listen. The Eagles might be back. Smashing the Bengals last night. Yesterday, rather. I told y'all last week that I thought it was the game of the week. That was the game I was most intrigued by. Cincinnati is starting to play a little better now. They had won 2 in a row coming into that game. Philadelphia themselves still play a little better now. And then Philadelphia has not a get-right game against an opponent like the Giants last week. Well, I mean, granted, it's the Giants. They're trash. But, then you go into Cincinnati because a team that... Okay, look, the record is 3-5 now. They're not having a good year. But I don't think their record is indicative of who they are. I think they're still a pretty decent team. Obviously, the defense is pretty bad, but... Still got Joe Burrow, that dude. Joe Burrow is still that guy. Joe Burrow is still one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And I'll tell you right now, look, I won't go 10 toes down on this one, but I'll say this. I mean, I still have the Bengals win the playoffs this year. I don't know how, but they're going to make it to the playoffs. But that being said, this is about the Bengals, and that's about the Eagles. They look like they're coming back now. I said this a couple weeks ago, and this was a big argument on the Huddle podcast a couple weeks ago. And I told you folks, I told everybody on the panel, that my concern to the Eagles had nothing to do with their talent. They are one of the most talented teams in the NFL. My issue was, their issue, should I say, was everything felt internal. Everything felt like, basically, it was Nick Sirianni, it was just the coaching staff, it was a lot of, a little bit infighting, if you want to call that, things being said in the media, press conferences, you name it. And I know people make fun of me, saying that, press conference, but listen. People are saying stuff that should be out there in the open. I gotta take a look at that. It's the bottom line. But things have been dampened now for the last couple of weeks now. Things seem a little happier. And again, when you win a game like that last night in a dominant fashion on the road against a team I still consider a quality team, even at 3-5, with Joe Burrow as your quarterback, or as their quarterback rather. I got to put some stock into that. You know what I mean? So the Eagles would like to come back now. One of the best teams in the NFC, and I think they still are. I think Detroit's probably still the best team in the conference right now. If I had to, observe, the entire NFC, but we'll get into that later on. So we'll see. They'll come back though. They're on the way back. We'll see. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing that first Washington Philly game, because clearly it's a two-man race between those two teams. Dallas is done. The Cowboys are making the playoffs, dog. Let's just be called what it is. The Cowboys they're done. And 3-4, you say, but it's still in it. Nah, this is not the AFC. The AFC wild card picture is a little less defined. The NFC picture is way more defined. Like right now, if I had to plug in right now, just on top of my head, I'm driving the car. My 7 teams NFC right now, I think either Eagles, Commanders. I'll take Eagles in division still as leader. I'll take Lions in the north. I'll take Atlanta in the south. I'll still take San Francisco in the west. Okay, and then my 3 wild cards. Green Bay's getting in. I think Minnesota, despite the 2 losses in a row, is getting in. And then I think Washington gets in as the 7 seed. So there you go. There's the 7 teams. Dallas ain't beating those teams. You know what I'm saying? So I think the NFC wildcard picture is a little more defined in a sense. I just can't trust Dallas, bro. Dallas is, they're trash. They are. It's stack or bust. The defense is mid. They have no running game, And if Dak Prescott is your way to win games, you're in trouble, cuz. You're in trouble. And that's just what it is. So Dallas is out. I remember saying earlier in the year, like, when you start seeing these struggles, like, Dallas Cowboys, I don't think they win 10 games. Maybe they can play the wild card. Nah. There are clearly 7 more teams better than the Cowboys right now that I would take, maybe 8 over the Cowboys right now. So they're cooked. Now, you mentioned the Commanders, rather, and Jay Daniels, what an ugly-ass game yesterday, man. But what a comeback. The Hail Mary, the tap. Jay Daniels plays yesterday. Look, I was kind of critical yesterday before the game, saying, why the hell is this dude playing? Like, could we not RG3 this kid? Could we let this dude rest his ribs? But look, Dan Quinn has put something together special there in Washington. Like I said, I cannot wait for that Washington Philadelphia game. I don't think it's this week, to be honest. I think they play in a couple weeks. Let me take a quick look at the schedule for next week. Just a little eyeball. Let's see here real quick. So next week, Washington plays my boys this week. Well, God, great. Oh, awesome. So I think they play week 10, I think. Let me see week 10 real quick. No, not week 10 either. So maybe week 11. Couple weeks. 2 weeks. November 14th is the first game. And actually, that's the Thursday. Oh, my God. That's a Thursday night game. Washington Philly is a Thursday night game. Oh, my God. Probably the most hyped Thursday night game of the entire season. So, yeah. But these boys are good, man. These boys are really good. I still say the Eagles are the favorites. I've been saying that even when we're 2-2. I said this, but obviously this game, if these two teams are still relatively even by the time we get to this game, we'll have something to say about that in the weeks to come. I still think Philadelphia's a better team, but like I said, my mind can be changed by information. I don't get stuck into that thing. And by the way, back to the Cowboys real quick though. I think I said this last week that if the Cowboys don't find a way to win this game against a banged-up Niners team, you come off the bye week, the whole 9, I think Mike McCarthy's going to get fired. Now, this morning, as this podcast, nothing has happened yet, but as we recording this, it may happen by the time we publish this thing, but he ain't fired yet. But again, it would not shock me if McCarthy gets fired. Because Jerry Jones, 82-year-old Jerry Jones, man, I mean, again, he has all of his tentacles in his damn front office, man. And Jerry needs to just own the team, let the kids run the team, and just collect checks, man. But, he ain't going to do that because that's Jerry Jones, and that's just what he does. He needs to be in control of everything. So, also, by the way, Baltimore does what Baltimore does. Play up to good teams, play down to bad teams. People thought I was crazy yesterday. I said I took the. And by the way, I had a bad day yesterday in my gambling. I went 2-3 my best bets overall. But one pick I did correct was Cleveland +9. People thought I was crazy for saying that. I'm like, listen, the Browns aren't horrible. The Browns have a phenomenal defense. Their offense is shit with Deshaun Watson, but you had to figure that you bring a new quarterback in there, in James Winston, it make a little shock in the arm. And +9 is a lot of points. At home, a letdown was coming for Baltimore. Now, I didn't think that they would lose the game outright, but I thought, +9, let's take that. Take that pick. Not a problem. Didn't think that they actually lose the game altogether. But that's one of my only successes of the week. I went 2-3 this week in my picks. I had Dallas also. Dallas shit the bed last night. The only pick I think I won was Detroit covering 12 points, and they smashed. But yeah, that's the AFC wildcard picture. I'll tell you right now. Look, I don't think the Browns are making the playoffs, even though I picked them before the year started. They're 2-5. But after you get past, so let me break it down real quick for you guys. The AFC wildcard picture, the playoff picture in general. So obviously Buffalo in the East. That shit's over. Buffalo's running away with the East right now because the Jets stink. The Dolphins are stinking now, even with Tua back. New England still stinks. So Buffalo in the East with flying colors. They're up 4 games now. The North is going to be between the Steelers and the Ravens. I still got Baltimore. Whoever wins the division, they'll look to make with the wild card in Pittsburgh. So that's 2 right there. The South is going to be Houston and bust. Even though Houston look kind of a sluggish mill, but whatever. They still win the games. All that matters. 6-2, and then the Chiefs, of course, who now 7-0, are winning the West. So there's your 4 division winners. I already said the winner of the Steelers-Ravens division AFC North, the other will get in the wild card. So I'll pick Pittsburgh at the 5 seed. Then it gets interesting. So because right now, if memory serves me correctly, if the playoffs start today, I think Denver's in, actually. Denver's in. And then the other team, I think, is the Chargers, I believe. Now, I don't think it's going to hold. Maybe the Chargers still get in, because I think the Chargers are actually a better team. I don't think it's going to hold, actually. So, that's why I told y'all I got the Bengals in the playoffs. And the Browns are only a game or two behind all that mess. You know, the defense is good enough. I mean, look, I don't think they get in, but I'm just making a case that, okay, what if a couple things happen here? I just think the AFC wildcard are just so not defined right now. And even at 2-5, or in the Bengals case, 3-5, they're in it still. Got a lot of football to be played, man. So, and I don't think Denver holds on to this. You know, even though they've been very impressive, though, I will say that. But that's my opinion on that right now. I don't think Denver holds that yet. Maybe give me another week or two. You know. So that's where I feel about that. And one last thing also to talk about the playoffs and, seedings, NFC West. I touched on this already on this feed, I think last week. Might have been the last episode I did, actually. NFC West is wide open, and now the Cardinals make things interesting now. So you got 4-4 Cardinals. As I told y'all, fraudulent Seahawks 4-4, Niners 4-4, Rams 3-4. Seahawks Rams play next week. There you go. It is wide open. It is wide open as it's going to get. So, we got a lot of football to be played. Lots of things that happen in the weeks to come. But things are, as Macho Man used to say back in the day, things are percolating right there. Right. Things are percolating now in the NFL as we get through the halfway point of the year. Technically, the halfway point is next week. So, here real quick before I get going, I got to go work with some money for the family. So typically, week 10 on our Earnest EJ podcast, we do the mid-season midterms with Kyle Nash, which we of course do our usual Tuesday soiree. But we're doing that this week because he has to do his midterm stuff for next week and his scheduling issues and whatnot. So I asked Kyle, you want to do the midterms this week or you want to do the midterms in 2 weeks after? And he said, let's do it this week on the way. So we'll do it this week. We're going to get letter grades for every team in the NFL right now, 8 weeks in to the season. That's actually one of my favorite episodes that we do every year, mid-season midterm grades. Look out for that tomorrow on the feed. That's dropping tomorrow afternoon as well. So, all right, that's it for me. I'm stuck in traffic now because people don't know how to fucking drive. So, toodles, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Stay blessed and enjoy Halloween. Well, I mean, look, I'll probably do another one of these tomorrow, if anything. So, probably react to my garbage-ass Giants, Anyway, I'm out of here. See y'all.